Hello everyone, it's Hannah of the Lunar System. I'm the host, and I just packed everything I needed to go on a little trip tomorrow, which is what we want to tell you about today in today's video. It's pretty odd still for me, despite having done YouTube for quite a while. I have never done a video like this, so this will be kind of more of a travel vlog, and I'm nervous. This is the first time since I became aware of the system that we're traveling, and it's the first time in my whole entire life basically that I'll travel alone. Now, it's not a big huge thing. I will travel from Hamburg to Berlin for one night, so it's not anything crazy, which I think is good for starters, because again, I'm doing this for basically the first time ever, and definitely the first time since being aware that we are a system. Woo! It still makes me nervous. I do struggle a little bit with agoraphobia, definitely a lot with anxiety, but we have everything prepared, and when I say that, I mean probably half of it because I have ADHD, and it guarantees that you have forgotten something. It doesn't matter. I probably wouldn't travel if it wasn't for why I'm traveling, which is because we're seeing a friend, and they usually live in America, right? And so this is quite like a rare opportunity, and I'm very, very excited to finally meet her in person. We've done live streams together, chat as much called, Discord calls, all nights, I tell you, but like this is the first time we actually can meet in person because she's here in a program for 1 month in Germany, and tomorrow I'm gonna meet her. Oh, this is so crazy, so exciting. I brought her a gift here, and yeah, and I thought it would also be a good opportunity to try something new, create a travel vlog, and tell you how we manage traveling as an OSDD 1B system. Woo! I'm not nervous at all. Me, nervous. So yeah, I'll see you later again, hopefully. And we'll see who else participates in the video, and if everything goes well, which I hope it does. I hope it does. Hi, it's Hina on the body, and I got plushies. Well, okay, you see, to my defense, one of which is for I as a present. The other's for us, because have you seen them? They're adorable. And yeah, I got most of the necessary stuff. That'll bring us home now. The one more stop to a little shop that we really like, and yes. Alright, back home. We are back home. It's a bit chaotic, and the camera is a bit low, but I'm gonna fix this later. So we did the shopping. We got a gift for Rai, and a little addition to our family. A little gift for our sister, and more importantly, some essentials. Some makeup removal, showering, this thing, I can totally do English, and sun cream. Is that even called like that in English? I'm out of it. Okay. So I think we're mostly prepared, at least we don't have to leave the house anymore. We also went, well, I did. I went through the bank. That makes so much more sense. No, I went to the bank, got some cash, because in Germany we still pay a lot of things with cash. Some places don't even accept cards. Some do, but just to make sure. And because I sometimes gets anxious when paying with cards and having all these what ifs in her mind, being like, oh, but what if it doesn't work? What if the electronic... Yes. We got snacks for the journey. Those are to eat, and those are to eat with Rai and to make her cry. Those of you who know Haikyuu and the Haikyuu fandom know what I mean. And yeah, that's about it for a little shopping spree. I think Hana or Compassion will do the packing later, perhaps even Verena. And we will definitely pack one of these in case one of our littles fronts during any point during the journey to comfort them. Hi everyone! I'm currently packing for the trip tomorrow. So let's go through this. First of all, this is probably my outfit for tomorrow, so just one of my favorite hoodies. A t-shirt because the weather is volatile recently, and comfortable sweatpants, which I know not very fashionable, but I will be on public transport for at least 4 hours, so I want to be comfortable. Yes. Yes, and this is all the things we kind of need to stuff in one backpack. This backpack. But let's organize this a little bit first, and I hope I don't forget anything. I'm notorious for forgetting things, for obvious reasons. So first I bought this little bag. Yeah, this little bag, where I just plan to put all the makeup and stuff in there and see if it fits. No, it won't. Okay, let's reorganize this. And what do you think? Should I start a traveling channel? Obviously, I'm very competent at this. God, I think if I were to ever do something like this, it would just be chaos. Does it fit? It fits. Barely, but it fits. Okay, let's put the makeup stuff in here. So we have a little makeup bag and toothbrush and other stuff. Good. So we can already put this in here. And then pray that these won't leak. I mean, I have a zipper board in here. That was such a German word. Take it back. Let's see if they fit in there. But I don't. They should. They should. Oh no! No! It's not close. Why does it fit? Oh, okay. Look at the light. Yeah, I think it's safe. Let's put that in there. Ah, safety. I'm just scared that something becomes too much. So, do this. Then, we're supposed to take these. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, also we have these 2 notebooks, which I often forget journaling. I know that's a good exercise, especially as a system, but with the ADHD it's pretty hard. But whenever we do have something, write it down in here. And I also wrote some notes in case someone else is fronting and is unsure for a moment where they are. Luckily, we don't struggle with amnesia as much, so I don't think it will be a problem. But we put some notes in here, and everybody in the system knows these notebooks. Oh my god, I can talk. I can totally talk. So should be fine. I don't think I can carry the big one, which is a bit sad. This is my favorite. But everything important is in here as well. So I packed the iPad tomorrow. A brush. It's also packing tomorrow. Some hygiene products, just to be on the safe side. Deodorant. I will also pick that tomorrow because this is my favorite and I had to buy this. Well, not this specifically. I don't know. I know that it's marketed toward men, but I prefer how it smells. But no one in my family uses this, so I had to buy it new. And I'll just pack it in there tomorrow. And of course the snack stuff. Everything Hina got for us in the city. Put that on top. I need something to drink, I just realized. Why didn't you buy something to drink? I'll solve that problem tomorrow. Maybe I'll just buy something at the train station. That sounds like a plan. Then of course, a little plushie for if a little fronts. Or just in general, because they are a source of comfort, okay? That's why I have 3 of them. Just so that I can take one of them with me without being afraid. I will still be afraid, but like, look at how adorable. It's literally called an emotional support demon, so this is what you're gonna do. You make sure I won't die of agoraphobia and anxiety. So, stuffing that in here. Also, this one I will carry in a separate bag for Rai. It's like a little present. Okay, so this is everything I packaged for this trip. Our first trip as a system. kind of nervous. But I have this to get me through it. I will probably also pack some more fidget toys. Just thinking about it makes me nervous right now. I'll probably also pack some more fidget toys just to make sure we have something against the anxiety. Everything I need for the bookings and stuff should be on my phone, which is good to have it all in one place. I think I got everything. We just showered. It's almost midnight in the evening. Oh god. Everything was very getting... The time was running out. But yeah. We're getting ready for bed now. Yes, and... I'm nervous. I'm super excited for tomorrow, but I'm super anxious. I hope I can sleep. I have some melatonin I can take if not. Though, somehow my body adapts to it too quickly. It never works. But yeah, otherwise I'll just sleep tomorrow on the bus. Wish me luck. I mean, you can, because this video will only be uploaded after I'm there, but still. Good morning. It's 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I usually would only have to get up in like an hour. But I can't sleep anymore. So here I am. I look like a mess. Yes, I'm super nervous. Guys, bad news. The book doesn't fit. The book I wanted to take with me doesn't fit. Okay, we can do this, even without a book. I still have a digital copy of Have an Official's Blessing on my iPad, so I can just reread my favorite book. Sounds like a good plan. In Berlin. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going, but I'm trying to navigate through this huge city in which I never was before. I'm kind of nervous, but I got this. Bring us to the hotel. I have Google Maps. Wish me luck. Hey everyone, it's Hannah. I made it to the hotel. I didn't get lost. I can't tell you how excited I am about that. I didn't get lost. I found my way here. It wasn't easy, but I'm in Berlin now and I'm in the hotel. I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. I made it. Okay. If we ran into some challenges, some difficulties, but we're here now. It's okay. We're here now. Alright, so let's talk about how it was traveling here, how our journey was and everything. And mind you, we have to work with natural lighting now, which on the one hand, absolute miracle. I managed to film during the daytime. And on the other hand, obviously I could not bring my whole equipment with me, but I have my phone, aka my camera, so we're good to go. So, what was it like getting here? Stressful. Really, really stressful. Start out, I woke up in body, as I usually do. I got ready, I was really excited, was really nervous. I went on a walk with my dogs, and then my mom brought me to the train station in our city, where I actually, that was a very funny coincidence, I met my friend there, well, classmate rather, but she's so nice, and we talked for a bit, and the whole train ride from a city to Hamburg, and that was also the first major anxiety that happened. Well, major anxiety, because on that on the display that showed which train was next, our train didn't show, the one we definitely needed to take to be on time. the only thing it showed that the train afterwards, the only other train we could take to be on time, was cancelled. So me and my classmate, we were really getting anxious. She needed to go to work, and I needed to definitely catch my bus, because that's what I bought the ticket for. Luckily, the train came, and then we could relax a little. We talked about school, how our finals went, and everything. So going to Hamburg was the easy part, because I did that a lot of times already. And I had my classmate with me, so we could chat. That was a nice little distraction. In Hamburg, then, I wanted to eat breakfast, but first I wanted to make sure I knew where to go after eating breakfast. And first I went into the completely wrong direction, almost opposite to where I had to go. So that was... But then I found it on Google Maps, and as soon as I had vaguely an idea where I needed to go, I went back to the train station and bought some food. I originally wanted to go for McDonald's because I like McDonald's. I know it's unhealthy, but I was on a trip. I was going to indulge myself, right? But I decided against it because there's always a lot of people there, and I was anxious about the time. Even though I had a lot of time at that point, I was, it's anxiety. I cannot control that. At that point, I was co-con with Hina, who helped me navigate through the crowd because a lot of people make me anxious. I feel like I will say anxiety so many times in this video. I'm sorry. No, okay. So I bought a croissant and some water, which I forgot to pack something to drink, but I bought it then, so everything was fine. Except that it was, of course, hella expensive because if you buy something at a train station, it's the same with at the airport. It's gonna be expensive. So that was fine. I went to the bus a little early. Same reason. I was afraid that I wouldn't find it, that something was gonna happen. All these possibilities that seemed so absurd at the moment, but yeah. Then there's a bit of a blur because shortly after we started to drive towards Berlin, someone else switched in. At first it was really more of a discussion that sparked in our head, where it's really hard to recall, but everyone had something to say about the situation. We had some of the littles being really, really, really excited because we were going to a different city. Of course, it's exciting. I was anxious. I was still very anxious. It feels so silly now that I'm safe and sound here to talk about it, even though I know it's not. But at the moment, I was just all these stupid thoughts running through my head, don't drink water. If you drink water, you have to go to the toilet, but you're on a bus. You don't want to do that. And all these stuff. And then compassion chipped in and was no, but you have to drink water. If you're thirsty, just drink water. It's important. Otherwise, you're gonna be lightheaded or get a headache. We don't want to get a headache. So it was a whole discussion, and eventually then put an end to it. He switched in, and not forced. That sounds so bad, but kind of shoved everyone else out of the front back into headspace, and made sure we could just relax the ride. Which also meant that everything I wanted to get done on this 3-hour ride, I did not. So that was quite something, but at least we weren't anxious anymore. It was relaxed, and then we arrived here, which meant again it was blurry, but I switched back in because I tend to do that when I get really anxious about something. It's hard to explain, because if I get too anxious, someone else takes over. But at the same time, if I get a little bit to medium anxious, I kind of want this control, so I grab and hold on to the front. And that's what I did. And so I searched for where I had to go next. Luckily, I was much calmer than I was in Hamburg, which shouldn't be the case, considering that Hamburg was familiar, Berlin is not. But I think it was the sense of now I had time. I had all the time in the world to arrive at the hotel, which is what we did. Woohoo. And also because Ren has this really calming influence, which is just, it's so nice. Oh god, I love him for that. Yeah, and I found the way, and actually there was a short moment where I was like, okay, damn it, what kind of train ticket do I need to get and everything, because it works a little different here than it does in Hamburg. And I wanted to ask someone, and my stupid, I don't know how, but I managed to find the one English-speaking person who was also just here to visit, and I was like, for real? And the exact same thing happened a couple years back in Hamburg too. I got lost, I wanted to ask someone for help, and I found that one English-speaking group that also was just tourists. And I don't know how I managed to do that. Obviously, I must be a very oblivious person, whatever. But it was cool. We had a very nice chat, and we had to go in kind of the same direction. So we talked a little, and I arrived at the hotel. And then because nothing can just go right away for us, never. I got my room key, my card. I went to my room and it didn't work, and I was like, why? And I went back down and was like, can you please look at something is not working? And she gave me she did something with the card, gave it back to me, and then it worked. But can't something just work from the get-go for us once? But yeah, so this was how we got here. I'll keep you updated, but it went well. A lot. All the worst case scenarios that I imagined did not happen. We didn't switch as much as expected, and the switches that we did were very controlled. Not as in we can switch on command, but as in Alter stepped in that knew what they were doing for the purpose to keep us calm and still go where we wanted to go. So that was good. There was never a time where someone switched and then didn't know where they were, no memory loss and everything. So everything's nice. We made it. And yeah, I'll definitely try to film the moment where I first meet Rai. I can't wait. She's currently out with her group, and when she comes back to the hotel, I can finally meet her. I'm so excited. But I'm just rambling at this point. I'm very curious how I will edit this later, but yeah. Bye, and I will see you later again. Hopefully. Maybe it's someone else. Hello, editing me here. It's still Hannah, and it's been a while since I recorded all of this. I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to edit these. I'm really struggling with that right now, and in general, I had some struggles with the mental health ever since I came back. But because the video was getting very long, and because I didn't want you to wait for another week for me to upload something, I decided I would split this into 2 parts in the hopes that I would have an easier time edited if it were smaller chunks. I hope you like this first part. Stick around for the next one. Bye!